It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Cardinals and the G-Men under the lights on Sunday night.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
To return is Greg Dortch. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
The only thing bigger than this guy's arm strength might be his personality, Mike. I mean, think back. How many times has this guy gone viral on the field over the last couple seasons? Unfortunately for him, stuff like that tends to downplay just how talented of a passer he really is. Consistency, or lack thereof, that's what's been holding him back. If he's able to put it together for 4 quarters, his team has a legitimate chance to leave here today with a win.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Lock to throw on 1st and 10. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Locke. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards.
A throw right side is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Zaven Collins.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Cardinals offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Connor from out of the pistol. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. On the ground, it's Connor. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw is Murray. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lock out of the shotgun. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Murray. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Blake Gillikin now as he is on to punt for Arizona. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. It's locked. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run with Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 0-0 is the score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing Murray. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Connor. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Higgins sent in motion. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Second and a yard. Back to throw is Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Going to work Connor in the middle here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 2nd down, here's a run with Connor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one, and that should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Now it's Murray. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke. Left side in the hands of Neighbors.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Locke. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Locke to throw. Now, a screen set up for Tracy. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cards offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Murray now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Conner. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Murray. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with a short field looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Locke to the outside, complete to Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's locked. He's got it at the 3. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. Lock to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. From the gun, it's Murray. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The G-Man got a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Drew Lock. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead
on the board.
to this point.
7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing. Lock. And that is incomplete. Buda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Murray. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's got his man. It's Harrison.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
First and 10. McBride is the motion man. Murray with a give to Connor. He'll take this down to the 47. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. Now the second back taken in the April draft, it's Trey Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll take a shot. looking for Wilson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Cardinals line up for a punt as he'll come on to kick for the fifth time here tonight. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Block out of the shotgun. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A carry here for Tracy. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kaiser White able to make the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Running here is Connor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again here to Connor. Connor's got the 1st down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
That one caught by Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. They'll return this from the 11. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's locked. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Connor. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here's 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Now Connor. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. They'll go right back to Connor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. 2nd and 7. Play action now. It's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
They'll run it here, and it's Connor. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From a little further back, here's second and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That is caught by the tight end, Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through, and the Cardinals are on top. It's now 10-7. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll run with Tracy. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They go play action. It's, oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards, and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now Locke will try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
The Cardinals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Connor. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Power run inside. Here's Connor. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Murray. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Connor. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got it inside the 5. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and
he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. James Conner, touchdown Cardinals. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Prater's extra point is good. And the Cardinals will get out in front 17-7. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lock. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
He'll get this out quickly to Neighbors. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Locke. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be...
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Now Locke. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will score. Game on. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Dortch now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. This is a give to Connor, running right, taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. We'll try and run for this with Connor. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Here's Connor. Taking on defenders. Plowing forward. A pickup of 5. Murray with a give to Connor. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Third down, 3 to go. On the zone read, given to Connor. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The Cardinals lining up for a punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. The home team's offense and Drew Lock getting set for their next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Locked to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the sideline. He's got Neighbors.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your...
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to force overtime. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And the Giants have tied it at 17. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Lock working out of the pistol. That's to the sideline. Taken in by Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Murray now on 2nd down. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. This one intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. Well, they just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with the big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back. the other way.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime, but it's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic if you will, they get the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.